guys, welcome back to the Laker family, where I'm going to be discussing what happened last night between the Lakers and the Denver Nuggets. We got back on the winning column in another nip and tuck game. It was very close throughout. Mostly, I think the largest lead that we got out to was like 11 or 12 or so. LeBron and Anthony Davis were spectacular in this game. Especially under the circumstances, which a lot of teammates on the team had the flu-like symptoms. Especially Anthony Davis, he had to get an IV during the middle of halftime, and for him to still come out and perform at a high level as he did was amazing. Even outperforming their star big man Nikola Jokic. Had him. He shot like 4 for 12. It just was a non-factor. Anthony Davis, our star big man, outdueled him with 25 points. What was it? 10 rebounds, a 1 block. He played terrific. Even knocked down the three-pointer. LeBron had similar stats as Anthony Davis, and we didn't get a lot of great supporting cast production as far as scoring, but the difference in this game was that they locked down on especially like key stretches during this game where we would get a lead. Denver Nuggets would come back, then we would do a couple of stretches of good defense and just maintain that level of cushion. The fourth quarter, I think it got back down to even when the Denver Nuggets took a 1-point lead, but that was it. We just put our foot back on the gas and made clutch play after clutch play to go ahead and seal the win. So that was big after coming off of a disappointing loss versus the Dallas Mavericks. So I feel like the things that we didn't do versus the Mavs as far as containing something, like we contained Doncic to a certain degree and Porzingis, but we let the other guys just have whatever they want, and that's not going to get it done either. This game, we held the stars in check, plus we kept their supporting cast at bay. We didn't let none of the supporting cast go off. So that was one of the main reasons why we won this game. I wouldn't say that I would contribute the Denver Nuggets total struggling on our great defense, because there was a lot of open opportunities that were just simply missed by the Denver Nuggets. Another difference was the three-point game. We still shot. We didn't shoot great from the three-point arc this game, but the difference was we held them to a worse percentage from beyond the arc, and that was the difference. The Mavericks were able to expand upon that lead tremendously because the three-point game. The three-point game can either kill you or it can tremendously help you. So we have to get better in that area. Our key snipers have to get more consistent. We can't keep having these 2 for 11 cold shooting stretches from Danny Green, Kyle Kuzma, cold shooting stretches from the outside. Troy Daniels, whoever couldn't cook, didn't even get any run. But I'm just saying, our three-point game, we have to start winning those battles there, because especially in today's game, those are very crucial, even more than inside buckets now. So you have to win the three-point game, defensively and offensively, if you want to be successful. KCP didn't really do much offensively, but he played a tremendous defense. Same thing with Alex Caruso, not a lot on offense, but great defense. Danny Green, same goes with him. I'm to a point though with Danny Green is, as far as we just have to take what we can kind of get from him through these cold stretches. It's kind of is. It just is what it is with him right now. It's like I'm to the point to where I'm not even expecting him to be this elite Steph Curry type of sniper, because he does bring other type of values to your team, and you just kind of have to just wait till he get out of these funks. I don't know what it is, but it just is what it is with Danny Green, and you just have to appreciate when he does have a hot stretch from beyond the arc. It is what it is at this point with him. Kyle Kuzma, still struggling, still lost, still just doesn't know his fit or role on his team yet. It is becoming a bit frustrating because we know we've seen a way better Kuzma. We've seen a Kyle Kuzma that looked like a straight bona fide all-star, and we're not getting that, and it's very disappointing to this point that we're not even getting like a 20% Kyle Kuzma, and that's the problem. I have seen a lot of knee-jerk reactions from fans, talking about trade, this, that, and the third. No, I wouldn't go that far, but you do have a right to be very concerned up until this point, and he's not getting minutes raised by Frank Vogel. Frank Vogel is just not trusting Kyle Kuzma at all. And maybe if he was getting out there and locking down somebody, that would buy him some more minutes, but he's just a non-factor, and it's very high level concerning right now. And I just hope the best for the kid, and I know he's going to get better than this. How much better on this team, it's to be determined. We don't know. We can only hope for the best at this point. But it's very frustrating. And I know, I can tell you another thing. People are going to start talking Kyle Kuzma as far as outside distractions. Stuff that people wasn't really paying attention to at first. Stuff like that comes to the light as far as these different women. I'm not hating on the guy, knocking on the guy. Do what you do. You're a young male making all this money. And you're going to have women coming at you, but when you're struggling on the court, people are going to start talking point blank. With the Kim Kardashian curse and flipping to this female, that female. Where is this headed? Is it more on cars, money, whatever the case may be? People are going to start bringing that stuff to the light if you keep continuing to play this poorly. Like I said, I remain to have your back, and I want to see you do well on this team. And I told y'all on my previous videos, I would love for Kyle Kuzma to have more of a Kevin Love type of effect on his team versus Robert Horry. Don't get me wrong, Robert Horry was a beast, and he had to kind of tone down his type of talent to conform to a championship level team because Shaq and Kobe were clearly the better players. But Kevin Love, to me, had a better impact on a LeBron type team than a Robert Horry, and that's what I want for Kyle Kuzma. So let's keep our fingers crossed and just hope that this kid gets it together. JaVale McGee was like, he played good defense in key stretches. Nothing to, gloat about. To me, honestly, Dwight Howard, if I had to pick and choose who's been the better of the two this season, it's been clearly Dwight Howard. And you couldn't really say that last year. It was hands down, JaVale McGee was the better center. And it's the tables have kind of turned in that aspect. I don't know if it's because Dwight Howard gets more run against second team, during the game or whatever. The bench players, but still, Dwight Howard still had manages to get more minutes and crucial points of a game than what JaVale McGee is getting, and the coaching staff is noticing that. So kudos to Dwight Howard. Keep it up, and hopefully some of that can continue to rub off more onto JaVale McGee. Uh, yeah, man, I think that got most of everything. It's just I feel like we made a statement by not hanging our heads too low against that Dallas Mavericks team after getting blowed out. We regrouped that quickly to come out against a top team, um, a top 2 or 3 team in the Denver Nuggets in the West. Come out, put our foot down, and say we're not going to let that happen to us again. So that was big on the Lakers' part. We have to turn right back around and play another tough team in the Western Conference, the Utah Jazz tonight. Let's keep that same energy and focus today. Hopefully we can kind of get out to an early lead and put this game away in the third quarter, because we got to get our main guys, some low management time, especially playing a back-to-back like that. You don't want to wear them out. And another thing I want to point out right quick is we do tend to take LeBron's heroics for granted and what he's doing in this season for granted when he puts up the stat line that he's continued to put up. Because you can look at people like Kawhi Leonard when they have they have these horrible shooting nights. Kawhi just shot, what was it, 3 of 15, 11 points last night. But Skip Bayless is not going to mention anything remotely close to that. He's not going to even want to bring it up. You have guys like James Harden, who's having a terrific season, but he shot terribly last night. Took like 38 shots, 11 for 38, something like that. He got 50, but that dog, 11 for 38. We tend to focus on every little bad thing that LeBron does without noticing that other stars has deficiencies and bad nights too. So what LeBron is doing is nothing short of amazing. And I just thought I had to throw that in there right quick, because especially sometimes Laker fans too, we can kind of be too critical of our stars when it happens and more times than not to other team superstars. So let's give credit where credit is due. I'm loving what I'm seeing, and I told y'all not to have a knee-jerk reaction after that horrible loss to the Mavericks. We bounce back, and hopefully we can get Bradley back soon, have his team complete, and get Kyle Kuzma on track to where he needs to be. But with that being said, I will be back to cover that Jazz game. And as always, thank y'all for watching. And if y'all want to become a part of the Laker family, like, share, and hit that subscribe button. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I got muscles like Superman trainer. Real